Hello everyone and welcome to a sunny Destination Nürburgring track day. I wanted to do like a general car spotting vlog and show you what is happening here with all the cool cars. And then I ran into Nige with his new Audi R8 and he kept on talking for so long that deserves a video of its own. This is why it's a full long video of us talking about his new car, about his little misfortune that he had yesterday and how this is going to be the most insane retirement car that Nürburgring has ever known. So enjoy the very long talk car guy video. Looks brand new.
We tried, didn't we?
Yes, it looks absolutely fine if you don't look at that bit or the big splitter that's not there anymore.
Oh no, imbalance.
Yeah, so
perfectly imbalanced.
Yeah, I don't want. I mean, I've taken some wing angle out, but it's still high speed. Front end goes light.
Are you gonna talk about this? Are we gonna talk about this?
I don't want to do a lap with it not being right.
Yeah.
We can talk about it.
Okay, let's talk about it.
So that's. I'll send you the thing, but that's a spare hub I picked up yesterday.
Oh, nice.
That's the one that broke in the crash.
Oh man. Well, it's traditionally Pinderwagen things, right? You break day one, you fix day two.
Yeah, people have said this. I don't want this. I don't want to fix it. I want to be out driving it at the Nürburgring in a car that's reliable for once. And it's not the car that broke. I broke it.
Oh.
It was wet. We were
Cup twos.
No, I was on AO52s, which I ran at Spa. It was yesterday morning. Did 4 laps.
Yeah.
And each lap, what I'm trying to do, because this is a very new car to me, is I'm taking different lines. I know what the wet line is, but sometimes you can't take the wet line.
Yeah.
So I'm experimenting different lines. Sorry, I thought you were recording.
I am.
All right, sorry.
I am. I just want to show a bit of the car. Not only you. I know you're pretty, but
no. So the line into the last left in Hatzenbach, it was almost the dry line.
Yeah.
So I had the lock on, knowing that it understeers.
Yeah.
Will grip.
Because it's all-wheel drive, right? Still.
No, it's rear-wheel drive.
Is it factory or are you taking it out?
I've taken it out.
Ah.
The problem is, and we can jump, but this conversation is going to jump because I've got so many things about the car.
Yeah.
The standard front diff is driven from the gearbox.
I don't want to be selfish.
And the way it drives isn't reliable.
Yeah.
It's reliable mechanically, but it's not reliable from a driver. So you'll turn into a corner. One lap, the front diff will activate, tuck the front nose in. The next lap it won't, and you'll understeer. And it's really inconsistent. And as a driver, you know the one thing that you want is a car that does what you expect it to do.
Yeah, I like that.
And when it changes lap to lap, corner to corner, I don't like that. So front diff removed, front drive shaft removed, prop shaft out, 34.5 kilos saved. And now the front end is lighter, it's responsive, it's repeatable, which is a big thing. It's a 5.2 V10, best to 8,500, which sounds amazing. Manual gearbox. As we just briefly mentioned, it did have a splitter, and I had an off this morning, so I was saying I was taking the last left in Hatzenbach on the dry line. It was understeering, which is fine, but what I was trying to feel is that transition from when the front would grip to the rear would slide. What is it coming out of that corner? There's a little bump on the right hand side.
Yes.
And that was as it gripped, and it just went there. So it's a little bit, it's only a small bump.
It is, yeah.
But if you catch it wrong in the wet, which I didn't, it just went round so fast.
Yeah.
And it went in rear end first. So unfortunately we've damaged the bumper.
It's not that bad.
No, Mitch has given it a good clean up and bit of WD-40 and it's got rid of it.
But now it gives you a purpose to actually make some carbon fiber GT3 style diffuser bumper.
On Sunday I go to Italy for a week on a road trip. This wing will be gone. It'll have a standard GT wing in, standard blue deck lid, and it will look like a normal road car. You're a bad influence on me.
Are you actually getting old?
You're a bad influence. I've got to keep it standard on the road. I can't because I want to be able to drive thousands of miles in the car.
Yeah, but diffuser is for less drag. It's not more downforce, so better for fuel economy. You have gonna have also nice rooster tails when you're driving.
You want to see the rooster tails now that this thing gives? It's mad. So no, you're right, of course. But I'm trying to be sensible about this.
We all do, Nige. We all do.
The thing that I haven't done yet is...
You can lie to yourself, but not to others.
No, nobody listens to me. When I say I would leave it standard, everybody says I'm not.
I remember that. Oh, I'm going to buy a retirement car.
You'll just quote this clip in 5 years when the car looks completely different.
Yeah.
So the brakes are still stock. which I'm changing to APs, larger discs, front and rear, AP calipers. I just haven't had time yet. So they'll do a lap, but then they start getting a bit hot. They're a road caliper, huge aluminium lump. Once you get them hot, you can't cool them down again, that's the problem. But apart from that, I've had an extra oil cooling, so one of the issues with these on track is the engine oil gets too hot. The standard cooler's behind this blade at the other side, on the passenger side, and it's just not good enough on the track, so I've fitted an extra cooling system. That works well.
Is it the manual or Tiptronic?
It's a manual.
Ah, okay, that's good.
I'm not that old.
Ah, okay.
I'm not that old.
But are you going to swap it for a sequential?
No.
Really?
Because if you park on the road in the wrong gear, you've got to go bang, bang, bang. So, no, behave yourself. You're a bad influence, I tell you. Suspension is from Emerson and Gage, all into TTX, custom valved, his springs, the geo's bang on, the corner weight is within its life, it's superb. We corner weighted it for 2 people.
Oh, nice. Because you always have passenger.
So, he says, oh, I was doing it for one, just the driver. I'm like, no, I always have a passenger. Put in a passenger weight and...
What's the average passenger weight you put in?
I put in 80 kilos.
80, okay.
It covers most people.
That's
some
good.
like Ricky.
You're like what, 65?
65 kilos.
Really?
I'm a bike racer, mate.
Yeah, I know, you've hardly known as a bike racer at all, far too big. So I took Ricky out this morning, we were discussing how you can take the wet line, but as you cross the dry line back to the wet, the grip, it doesn't do that, it does that and then back up again. And as a biker, he found that horrific. The changing grip was something you weren't expecting at all.
You don't get it on short circuits.
No.
The recent line is the wet. You might vary it slightly, but...
Not to that extent, no. And it's the ring, and it's things that you need to know the dry line to then work out the wet line. Because if you don't know what the dry line is, it's no good saying, oh, stay half a car left,
where should I be in the first place?
Because you don't know in the first place, so it doesn't work. But it's reliable. It's challenging. Forget the crash, that was just a bump.
Yeah, of course.
But the muscle memory, I have to unlearn. You know this because you drive a lot of cars. But because I've done the Golf for so long, I get a little
How long,
bit
like 20 years almost?
18 years.
Yeah, crazy.
A little bit of mid-corner understeer, just squeeze the throttle, plate diff, tucks the front end in nicely. You do that in this, it'll either push or snap to oversteer. And I can't left foot brake enough to trail brake to get the front end in. Because the servo on this, Rick and I were chatting, it's over servoed. It needs a smaller servo. I need to go through the Audi catalogue.
You've got to feel. But if you take the you're almost better off taking the servo off and having Bosch Motorsport ABS on it, which gives you that hydraulic servo assistance rather than vacuum.
But do you want to drive that on the road?
That's the hard bit.
That's the hard bit. It's fine on the track where the brakes are warm, the tyres are warm, and you can stand on it. On the road, it's squealing with pads and things. I don't want that.
So speaking of the Golf, did you get rid of it, or?
I've not advertised it yet. It's
because your street, Misha. That is a car for you, mate.
Nah.
No.
I need to build something of my own.
Yes, you do. Absolutely. Since I was here in May, I bought this. I've resprayed this. Fit the aero, fit the suspension, fit the half cage, which I'll show you.
Oh, nice.
So it's a half cage / cage bar because I've got 6-point harnesses. These are Cobra Nagaro full carbon seats.
Oh, very cool.
The problem with the pole position, that distance there is a little bit shorter. So if as a driver you're quite tall in the body, these things on the pole position are a little bit lower than the sit under your shoulder blades.
What's that nice? Alcantara?
Alcantara.
So you are getting old.
I am getting old. Alcantara. Nice smooth steering.
Air conditioning.
I need to do the dashboard.
You have AC.
I have AC. It's so good. All these years, it's so good. So yeah, I'm getting old. I'm retired. I'm a pensioner now.
That's nice. So the front is not too bad, right?
Yeah.
It's nothing, only the splitter, right?
It's cracked the bumper there, which I can plastic weld that's easy. It's broken this plastic splitter. The plywood splitter that came underneath it broke all this corner. So I've just taken it off today, but as you say, it's given quite a bit of aero instability. Nice. But I've just slowed down. Just drive slow. At least I'm on track after having a crash yesterday. That's the challenge. But the car is... I wish it was lighter. It's
more carbon.
1,650 kilos behave with no driver as wet weight. So I can only get so much out of that. It's all aluminium anyway. So you put full carbon parts on, spend a fortune, you're not going to save hundreds and hundreds of steel. So yeah, it's heavy, you can feel that in the weight of the car, but it drives differently from how an E92 of the same weight drives.
Yeah.
The weight, it doesn't feel its weight until you get to quick transitions, and the front end's responsive, and the rear you can just feel that little bit of inertia there.
Nice.
Where in a front engine rear wheel drive car, obviously that feels a little bit different. It's what a machine. I'm amazed there aren't more many.
Yeah.
There aren't more of them on the ring.
Nice.
I think it's just the weight.
Are you coming back this year still for circuit days maybe?
No, not this year. No.
So when we're doing a lab then?
I think we'll have to do one next year.
Ah.
Well, next year it'll have the brakes.
Sequential gearbox.
The splitter will be back on.
Matching diffuser.
The gear will be right. And the car will be what it was yesterday. What it should be. I don't want to take you for a lap and go, well, it would be better if I didn't have this understeer because I've got the rear toe on. And it's a disappointing drive compared to how I know it is.
Nice.
So I think next year's probably a better one.
With a shark fin probably as well.
God, what's wrong with you, man?
I'm trying to keep you young.
Yeah. I've no hair to lose, so that's already gone. But I think the thing is, yesterday I'm quite pragmatic about these things. As we discussed when I crashed the Golf, it sounds like I crash all the time. I've been driving on the ring since 2005. I crashed in 06 in my first Golf. My next crash was in 2023 in the Golf, and then I've had this bump yesterday. I might say crash a lot, as if I don't crash all the time, but this makes me treat it with respect. But on the flip side, I still drive it hard.
Yeah.
I'm on the ring, I want to drive it hard, but I'm also aware I've never owned a car this expensive in my life. I'm not driving it stupid, I'm trying to be respectful with it, but sometimes things happen.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the risk you have when you come on a notch life.
Awesome. Oh, yeah. Very cool. Well, that's my video sorted. Thank you so much, Nige.
So that's Ricky.
Yeah.
That's Ricky in his Lambo.
Nice.
You're very welcome, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you once again.
Thank you so much. See you next year.
See you next
for
year,
some laps.
and we will do some laps.
Sounds good.